Well, there are so many things that can aggravate your skin. Plastic surgeon and CEO of GraceMed, Dr. Douglas Grace, has some tips on how to really calm things down so that we look better. And they're easy things that we can do at home. And the first one is a shocker to me, and it's how much sleep you get.
Yes, so we had talked about that, and it's very interesting because studies have shown that people that get 7 hours of sleep instead of 5 hours of sleep have 75% less fine lines. So it really is beauty sleep. And why that is that you get increased blood flow, and that's when you get remodeling of your collagen and your elastin. So getting those 2 extra hours of sleep is really very helpful.
Okay, I am sleeping in tomorrow. Actually, almost all of us on the morning shift here, we average about 5 hours of sleep, so we could be a whole less.
So there we go, 75%
less wrinkly.
better.
Yes, yeah. So that's pretty amazing. And how long does it take before that actually you start to see a difference? Like so if you're a 5 hour a night person.
So usually you'll actually see it quite quickly because first of all, with the increased blood flow, you have a better glow in the morning, and you have better. You get the venous bags under the eyes, which improve. So you see that usually quite quickly, and then the fine lines have actually been shown to start to decrease usually within 2 to 3 weeks. So it's really quite quickly when you get that regular sleep because you can get that remodeling of your collagen and elastin. Okay.
And you say not to use soap. I did know this one.
Yeah, so it's interesting. Now with the heat and the humidity, we see a lot of our patients coming in and they're talking about breakouts of their skin. And soap is one of the things that you don't want to use because it's actually alkaline, and our skin is naturally protective, and it has sebum, which produces and helps us to have a negative and a pH negative skin flora, skin on our skin. And what the soap does is it actually pulls out the oil, and then with the skin being drier, our body wants to get back to a negative pH, produces more sebum, so we actually become oilier. So you actually want to use a moisturizer, or so you want to use a cleanser, which doesn't pull that oil out.
Okay, so a non-soap cleanser.
A non-soap cleanser, because that would really help with regards to keeping the natural oils on your skin.
Okay, and you would think, and moisturizer, you brought up moisturizer. Moisturizer is also something that we shouldn't use, which is shocking to me because it's like, okay, my skin is dry, I'm going to slather myself with moisturizer.
Totally, and the reason for that is that our skin normally should be turning over, so we should be exfoliating. And what the moisturizer does is that when we have the dry skin, it actually pushes that dead skin back onto the actual outer layers of the skin, and it also tricks the skin into thinking that it's actually quite wet. So it actually pulls more water out of the skin and actually gets that into a cycle where it dries out the skin. You need to put more moisturizer on, it keeps it drier. So what you want to be doing is don't use a moisturizer, is you want to use something that actually stimulates the skin. So something that has a vitamin A or a retinoic acid, you can usually get that from medical clinics, doctors, plastic surgeons, dermatologists, your family doctors. And that really just helps to stimulate your skin so that you don't actually get into that reverse cycle of drawing the water out of the skin.
Okay, so exfoliation, you're not doing it every day though, right? Because that could be damaging to your skin.
True, you just want to do a very gentle exfoliation, and you want to do that maybe 2 to 3 times a week, very gently. And so you want to have a nice cleanser in the morning, exfoliation 2 to 3 times a week, and then use something that stimulates the skin, and that really makes a big difference.
And make sure you use sunblock.
And sunblock, because what people forget is that UVA and B, they come through the clouds, so that you have 90% of the skylight and the day you actually have UVA coming and affecting your skin. Can come through windows too. So you actually.
I had one of my worst sunburns ever actually on a very, very cloudy day.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. So that's why you need to get into that habit of putting on sunblock with your normal skincare routine in the morning.
Okay, we've got about a minute left, but spicy food can also show up on your face.
Yeah, so spicy food is actually a side effect because spicy food actually increases your heat, you start to sweat, and then that actually causes some breakdowns, and you can have a breakout of your skin and acne. And the way you can actually help to improve that is you can actually build your tolerance to spicy foods. So it's actually, you can actually enjoy your spicy foods and not worry about those breakouts.
Okay, so just in very small things. Okay, some great tips. Your clinic is in downtown Burlington?
Yeah, we have them in downtown Burlington, Oakville, Hamilton, Ancaster, KW, and Toronto now.
Okay, Dr. Douglas Grace, thanks very much.
Perfect,
I'm getting more sleep tomorrow night, I promise you.